Madison Square Garden was last night for WWE. However, they treated it as a live event as opposed to like a pay-per-view of any sort. And they spent all of SmackDown talking about it, only for it to be a live event that nobody could watch at home. Okay. All right. However, main line of that is Brock Lesnar was going to have a surprise opponent. Everyone thought it was going to be Cody Rhodes. Turns out it was Austin Theory. They gotta stop hyping this motherfucker Austin Theory ass up, dog. It's not gonna work. It's just not.
Look at me in the face. Did you see surprise on my face?
No, I don't see surprise on your face, Kenny. All right, we get it. You tell us this all the time. However, we're whores and slaves for the company that we were raised on. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to your feelings when you get upset. That's why you need people like me. Point your finger.
No, the world doesn't. Okay, the world doesn't need people like you.
Sure? Because if it wasn't for me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we still didn't listen to you, and we did it anyway. All right, so no, we don't need people like you.
Okay, if it wasn't me, you probably be drinking the Roman Kool-Aid right now. As you shake up that juice. Yeah, that's exactly what you're doing. Sip on your Roman juice. One for me.
If I wasn't afraid of fucking up my computer, I would have spat into it as to spit in your face with this water.
That don't change the fact if I didn't tell you.
But again,
I've been working on not saying I told you so as much. I've been really trying. Like,
you're shit at it. All right.
No, I'm not, because this is the first time I've done it in about 4 weeks. Every time I only come out to play when big hype is around Roman, and you go on a Twitter tirade about him.
I'm the only motherfucker that don't like Roman. Everybody else does. So at that point, it is what it is, and it be what it be. However, Austin Theory, everyone can agree that motherfucker sucks. So there's that.
I don't know, man. I like Austin Theory.
That's because you like everything everyone hates.
That's the way you make your money. Like I said in the pre-show.
But he's supposed to be a face. So that might be one of the very few faces that you actually like because nobody likes him.
Now, wait a minute. I like some faces. I don't say I don't like any faces. I like Big E and them. I like Xavier Woods. Do I think they should be, you know what I'm saying, champions? Big E should have been the champion. That's another one. Big E. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was hyping Big E up. He won it and then lost it. His
run wasn't that bad. It just cut short.
Yeah, but a good run has length to it. Like your CM Punks. Now, there's a few exceptions like your Hulk Hogan's. You know what I'm saying? Hogan was just a mega star. Unfortunately.
That's the thing. CM Punk was champion for, I want to say, over a year.
Yes.
And everything about that run was memorable.
Correct. Including the fact that he did main event WrestleMania.
Not a lot of people can do that, though.
Mm-hmm.
Nevertheless.
Yeah, nevertheless. That's not why we're
here. Brock Lesnar beat this motherfucker in 4 German suplexes in an F5. Light work. And then Roman Reigns came in and busted his shit open. Raised both championships. So I want everyone to let me know when Bianca Belair fights Becky Lynch. When we get that Sasha Banks and Naomi match. Hopefully it's all in the same night and not the same night as Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, because I know how that story is going to end. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to watch it.
Oh, you're gonna watch it. You're gonna watch it.
I'll probably hate watch it, but I probably won't watch it.
I'll be watching the hope that Brock Lesnar wins the belt. Both of them.
But more than likely, I'm just gonna watch the timeline, watch and discuss. I don't want to see that shit. Because again, I already know how it's gonna happen. Y'all want me to believe that this motherfucker Brock Lesnar is going to lose the Roman Reigns? Nah, I'm cool off that.
Believe it.
I'm not going to acknowledge Roman Reigns because Roman Reigns is no Dwayne Johnson. I'm sorry. And that's the fuck I grew up on.
He's better than his cousin. You gotta stop living in the past.
I will slap the shit out you with my dick.
No, you won't. What's up with you and these threats with your nether regions? I'm not feeling that today.
I feel like disrespecting people with my nether regions.
Yeah, but not me.
You are the embodiment of everyone right now. I'm sorry. I do need to stop that.
Well, everyone, you're getting slapped with Carlos' nether regions. And with that, enjoy the show.
So yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway, yeah. All right, I will slap the shit out of you if you even try to claim that Roman Reigns is better than The Rock. Like, I would literally have to thoroughly whoop your ass.
Look at his title run, bro.
It's Sunday. You know what that means. Live via satellite. It is Gorilla Game Podcast. I am Carlos Crawford. I am 5 to 10 minutes into this episode and already fed up with Kenny's shit. Speaking of Kenny Whitaker is my co-host. The fuck you want, Kenny? Other than that fidget spinner.
Nothing. I don't know, man. It's just been a minute since I pissed you off. It's very happy. I don't know why it brings me some kind of pleasure. Just seeing you riled up is funny to me. You get so angry, and then you realize how great it is that you're angry again at me. You just start smiling, and then I just
no,
that again.
Because that's my thing. I don't like being angry. I just constantly am all the time. I don't like it.
Good for me, bro. You seem like you have a lot of joy out of anger. Every time you get mad, you come back, you just be like, "Ha! I'm angry. I'm smiling."
I gotta remember that these are all jokes. Because if I get angry and serious, now we're in a different air for the show. Like, I don't want that, and you don't deserve that. Like, because you're just trolling me.
Oh, thank you. That's so nice of you to realize I don't deserve that kind of.
Again, I don't like being angry. Just a lot of things piss me off.
Let's get into what the people came here for, shall we?
Yeah. No pen count this week. Why? It's review week, baby. And this week, we reviewed Monday Night Raw from June 7th, 1999. Before we get the job in this favor, I want to give you the observer notes for this week in particular. Owen Hart died 2 weeks prior to this episode. All right. Now, I'm going to spare all the details, but what I deemed noteworthy, well, Owen Hart's funeral was held in Calgary this week and was attended by around 2,000 people, including many in the wrestling community and even a few Canadian politicians, and of course, tons of media. Most of the roster was there, along with their spouses and so on and so forth. Notable person not there, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, bro. Kind of busy.
No, nothing.
Kind of a busy.
Fair enough. The media is still off the chart. Media criticism is off the charts at that point. Most people are asking why the WWF or E continued the show in the first place. And listen, I'm gonna give it to you straight and narrow. Vince ain't losing that money. Get the fuck out of here. The show got to go on. It's sick. It's sad, but it's business, baby. Sorry. Now you're probably arguing they could have closed, shut the show down, and refunded. That's the word that Vince don't like. Refund. So no, that was not happening. You already lose that argument.
Or they could have recorded the show.
You said they could have recorded it?
Yeah, they could have recorded it and everybody been there.
It was already live. How do you record the rest of the show when it's already live?
You know, they could have recorded the show before the funeral. So that way, when the funeral comes up, they can just show the recording.
No. They're talking about the pay-per-view itself. Like literally after Owen died, why did they continue the rest of the card for the night?
Oh.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah, no. Like that Vince ain't fucking up his money because y'all want Vince to be a good person. No. So it's again, that's just sad. It's sick, but it's business. And motherfuckers want to make a greedy amount of money. That's just how that goes. Nonetheless, a lot of media stories feature quotes from people who knew Owen and talked about how he didn't really want to wrestle anymore. That's the sad part about it all, for real. This motherfucker Owen was going to finish out his contract and just get out the wrestling game and go home and be a family man, dog. He had every intention in doing that. He was like, wrestling cool and all. I'm good at it, but it's like not really something I want to do for the rest of my life. Like I'm constantly on the road. I miss my family. I want to be a family man. I want to be home with my wife and kids. And that's what makes the situation even sadder.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He probably had like a couple more months on it too.
He was 2 weeks away from retirement. No, that's sick. I can't laugh at that. However,
no. Yeah.
However, to lighten things up a little bit, fitness model Patricia Strategis is apparently being courted by both WWF and WCW.
I don't know
What?
I don't know who that is.
That's crazy because she would eventually go on to become a multi-time WWF champion. Or women's champion, at least.
Yeah, who is it?
Trish Stratus.
Oh, that's a real name. Oh, okay.
All right.
Trish Stratus.
That's what you thought all these years?
All these years. Stratus. She tells everybody her name's Trish Stratus like it's a real name. Trish Stratus.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Actually,
I know Trish Stratus.
That's fucking hysterical.
From that famous table promo. Oh, I know Trish Stratus.
I've got wood.
I'm gonna find that promo today.
Relax.
No.
It's almost a lock that ECW will debut on TNN with a 1-hour show on Friday night starting in September. Word is TNN will own a portion of ECW and that it will be a slightly toned down version of the product. The contracts haven't yet been signed, but everything has been agreed to. Meltzer says the man on woman violence is likely to be the main thing TNN won't allow. Which, fair enough. ECW has also completed a deal with Acclaim for a video game that will go into effect in November after Acclaim's deal with WWF expires. Acclaim is the same people that made WWF Warzone and Attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Both notoriously trash games.
Hey, I enjoy Warzone.
I'll bet you did.
I enjoy Warzone. Warzone for what it was cool. Now attitude, the finishers were like really difficult to perform. Like I don't know why those finishers so bad.
Warzone Attitude were predecessors to WrestleMania 2000 and No Mercy, like how WrestleMania X8 was the predecessor to WrestleMania 19. Shitty games, but once you got on track,
WrestleMania 2000 was great.
Exactly. WrestleMania 2000 No Mercy were classics.
Yeah, and Warzone was a classic thing.
No, stop right there.
those little story modes that they had back then were vicious.
No, they weren't. There were stories in Warzone.
Yeah.
I don't remember there being stories.
They had like a little gauntlet mode for superstars.
No.
All storylines.
That's too goddamn simple. Stop that.
It was a simple time. It ain't 20. It wasn't 2015. It was freaking 1996.
Because they figured it out before 2001. So stop that.
Yeah, but it was still 96. By the time it was like 99. The decade was over. Technology advanced.
But they figured it out though, right? So that Warzone and Attitude, nah. And every time you hit the rock, you say, damn, and I got in trouble for that shit. Yeah, fuck that game.
Damn. Who's saying damn?
Exactly. Now I'm getting in trouble for cussing, and I'm not the one cussing and shit.
Damn. I'll pay money to see that, actually.
No, stop.
Damn.
Also of note, those ECW games that would come out for Acclaim, trash. So Acclaim was not very good at making.
Yeah, those ECW games were trash.
You know what I'm saying? They just weren't good for a wrestling game. Acclaim.
I like Warzone.
You like fuck shit. That's why.
No.
I said you enjoy fuck shit.
I like WCW Mayhem too.
See?
Mayhem was a good game.
Nah, Mayhem was overdoing it. Thunder was the right balance, if you will. Mayhem was just weird. It felt weird. It played weird, if you ask me.
Well, like a lot of this may have just been because I was a kid and I enjoyed wrestling and I thought it was fun. There's a high possibility to do that. Like I wouldn't play it now. Ain't no way.
Ain't no fucking way. The WCW Slamboree did a horrible 0.05 buy rate. God damn. The notes from Nitro from that week. Eddie Guerrero returned doing commentary, which is his first time back on TV since his car accident 6 months prior. If you remember, at the time Guerrero was hurt on TV, they said he was attacked by the NWO, and that's why he was out. But this week, they openly talked about the car accident, so that angle was apparently forgotten. Tank Abbott debuted and was announced as a special ref for the main event, but was tossed out there, clearly lost, with no idea what to do, and didn't know how to count pins. Anyway, Abbott had signed a 3-year deal. Ric Flair cuts a promo saying that the elbow off the top rope was banned, which is fine, except they did the exact same angle last week, banning the elbow, and apparently forgot about it between last week and this week, so they did it again while acting like it was the first time they did it. Anyway, later in the show, Savage wrestled and did the elbow drop off the top. And they counted it as a pin instead of DQing him. Kurt Hennig and Bobby Duncan Jr. started doing a bad country singer gimmick. That sounds familiar, don't it, Kenny?
Nah, country singer gimmicks are good.
Bad country singer?
I don't know no bad country singer. I remember WCW one. I remember I Hate Rap. That was hilarious.
Shit, Kenny.
Huh?
Yeah, so you're full of shit. Double J, Jeff Jarrett.
We'll get into that later in the show.
Ric Flair just seems to. Ric Flair seems to just. Ric Flair seems to just what you asked? I have no idea. I wrote this back in January, and evidently I never finished writing the rest of it. God damn it, notes. The new SmackDown show on UPN is expected to be much more toned down from Raw. Sable and Mark Merrill are in a contract dispute with WWF, which is why they aren't being used right now. Plenty more on this in the next issue. We're not looking at the next issue. All right, yeah, that's it. So let's get into it. Monday Night Raw from June 7, 1999, from the Fleet Center in Boston, Massachusetts. Commentators were Michael Cole and commentators were
you're Michael Cole.
Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler. So we're just 1 week after Undertaker beating Austin for the title with the help of both McMahon's and Austin's broken heart due to Owen passing away earlier in the night. Other than that, it's Rock versus Triple H because this is 1999, and what else was it going to be? This show was requested by someone that I don't remember for reasons I don't remember either. Oh wait, apparently there's a somewhat significant moment here, so let's get to it. We open with a recap of Austin stunning everyone in sight in recent weeks. You know, Stone Cold things. Mm-hmm. Also, side note for myself, there's going to be a lot of Stone Cold impersonating in this episode.
Yeah.
Continuing. Here's Vince to open the show and looking like he wants to fight. Yeah. Vince was in the motherfucking I said, why is Vince McMahon in Kanye West's outfit? The motherfucking black beater and black jeans with the boots.
I said, man, this was hitting them stack of twos real heavy.
Little double stack of twos, bro. Yeah, it was me and him. It was him and the boys, and they're just eating stack of steak.
And then I wrote, what's that thing called? Ico Pro?
Big Ico Pro guy, Vince McMahon. However, he talks about how the great power is here tonight, and it doesn't matter who it is. It might be Shawn Michaels, who's the commissioner at the time. It might be one of the big mans. It might be Jake the Snake Roberts. Hell, it might even be the bartender from down the street. However, whoever it is, Vince wants a street fight with the greater power tonight, so he calls out Shane for a fight. However, he'll sweeten the pot a bit further. If Shane will put up 50% ownership of his 50% ownership of the company, Vince will do the same, making the fight winner take all. I said, what did I say at this point? Because I know I said some shit. Okay. So I haven't said anything yet. So this brings out Shane, who immediately accepts the challenge, but disappoints Vince because he isn't the greater power. However, he'll bring out the greater power in just a few moments. Okay, then. I said, why does Shane talk like The Rock? Anybody realize that?
Hey, Dad, what you don't know is that I'm not the higher power.
It's not me. That's the higher power. I was like, okay, all right. Raise an eyebrow, why don't you?
I said, God, this is that man Shane, but listen to The Rock talk and it shows.
All right. So, hold on. They go to commercial. And when they come back from commercial, they like start the whole bit of the high power. I was like, motherfucker, did y'all really have to go to commercial for that?
Yes.
All right, man. Whatever. So to run down the match card tonight, there's a Lions Den match with Ken Shamrock versus Jeff Jarrett. The Acolytes defending the tag titles against the Brood. Deborah defending against Nicole Bass. And of course, the whole greater power deal. Austin is in the back talking to someone in the limo. They don't show who's in the limo. It's just him, you know, yada, 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 handshake, and he steps off. Speaking of the greater power deal, it's already time for it. Go figure. Undertaker leads the corporate ministry. Triple H, China, Acolytes, Mideon, Viscera, Big Boss Man, Shane, who isn't present at the moment, and Paul Bearer, which is a pretty impressive army. I said, man, okay, corporate ministry might have been the squad, but goddamn, they look wild as hell. I said, LMAO, Triple H has on patent leather pants on. He's going crazy.
I said, Taker comes out and probably gives his best promo ever. I said, like, really, this is the most I've heard Taker talk ever.
All right, what's that about? Undertaker talk about assembling an army for the arrival of a greater power.
Week after week, I've been telling you about the greater power. I'm like, okay.
Also, side note, that motherfucking corporate ministry theme song, crazy. Crazy. The ministry version of No Chance in Hell cranks, Bubba.
that was my song in Warzone.
Also, I feel you on that. I said, I also said this era's Undertaker reiterated my childhood fear of the Undertaker. This motherfucker was a big bastard in 1999, dog. I see why 2K rated him highest out of all the other Undertakers. Yeah. He was a menace. However, the ministry and the corporation merged to show what kind of power was at hand. With that, the lights go dark and a man in a cloak comes to the ring. Everyone but Undertaker is kneeling in the ring. JR and King think it's Shane, but as a hooded figure stands in the ring, Shane comes out through the curtain saying he told us it wasn't him. Right. Gotta remind us. I said, I have no clue how Young Los didn't see it coming because Olos is geeking at this druid walking to the ring, and I'm supposed to believe that it could be anyone. This bit was a fucking swerve fest.
He definitely had the Vince shot. Wow, I was like, wow.
Charity King Lauder goes, surely that's not Jake the Snake.
Right. I put down Shane comes back out and talks about how great Vince, crazy the higher power is.
Hey, son.
Really see is Vince.
Shane talks about what a mastermind the greater power is and how smart the power is before we get to the reveal. First and foremost, 7-8 motherfuckers in there. Shane is asking for a witness. I said, okay. All right. Then not only that, they had a motherfucking pre-record video of Vince McMahon talking about how he's not the higher power or not the higher power. He was in the ring. Or right. He was saying some cryptic shit.
He was saying, I'm close enough to see him right here where I am.
At which I go, not the pre-record.
I was like, you can tell that man recorded that. It came up too fast.
So so as the motherfucking druid is like pulling his hood up, not even on purpose, I accidentally paused the fucking stream, and like all I saw was just and seeing this motherfucking business scowl under it, had me laughing hysterically. No? However, the greater power pulls back the hood to reveal Vince McMahon.
It was me, Austin. It was me all along. And every one of you will be complete fools of. Even my family, my immediate family, for that.
This nigga Vince is a sick bastard, dog, and we're gonna get into why in a moment.
It was me, Austin.
Look at me. It was him all along, and that every one of us bought it. Even his family bought it, and he blames Austin for causing all this. The entire plan, oh, we'll get to that later, was enacted to teach Austin a lesson. Vince will do anything he has to do in order to torment Austin.
No, Jeff, I won't stoop and make your life a living hell.
Vince thanks Shane, Undertaker, and everyone else involved in the corporate ministry, and then up comes Linda and Stephanie McMahon on the stage, right? First and foremost,
As soon as Stephanie pulled up to the stage, I was just in the show. Before she even said it, I said that.
Oh man. So throughout the whole Vince rant, Jerry goes, "Damn, I cannot believe it." I said, all this just to fuck with Stone Cold. All this. That's the message. It's been going on for months now.
And then I saw the
end game was just to fuck with Stone Cold.
I wrote down, I was like, Stephanie did a lot of changes through the years, boy.
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something about her. Flat chested and a pretty brown, pretty purple blouse.
So Stephanie was doing her rant. I said, Kenny about to have a field day with these impressions.
It's just business.
Yeah. He said it was just business. He was like, we weren't trying to hurt you, Stephanie. I said,
we weren't trying to be cruel to you.
You fucking maniac.
I like, you weren't trying to be cruel. I said, you weren't trying to be cruel to her. You put her on a crucifix.
You sick bastard.
We weren't trying to be cruel to you.
And they called it business.
I was like, how redundant? How can you not be cruel to somebody on an ultimate cruel device? You try to sacrifice her to be Undertaker's wife. We can't hear you. We hear you now.
Did you hear me?
What did you say to you before you started laughing?
Damn it. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right, bet. Because Linda's like, oh yeah, I got some business for that ass. Let me tell you something about business.
I put down. This sound like every country white grandma before they start cooking seasonless fried chicken. What we're going to do is we're going to season our bird with nothing. Put it in the fryer for about 45 minutes, and voila, you got yourself some nice fried chicken.
So,
you hear me?
Right. Oh man,
did you hear me?
So yeah, Linda was like, "Oh yeah, you want business? I got some business for that ass." She's like, "Let's all business then. Let me tell you something about this business."
That was basically. I also put down watching this promo. I see why Linda decided to stay off television.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, not her thing for real. First of all, Vince tried to hit when Vince hit Stephanie with the "it's not about love, it's about business." Linda hit that shit on, turned that shit around on Vince. Vince looked at her with the like blank stare. And turned that it's just business line back on Vince, and he looked like, "What do you mean by that?" What do you mean? So Linda says, first of all, when Vince says that he and Shane both own 50% of the company, Vince is cat. Says there are four McMahons. They all own equal shares. Vince didn't build this company on his own. And that's why this morning there was a meeting of the board of directors. Vince goes, I wasn't notified. Well, that's unfortunate.
Man. Now that's why I started putting down. Well, she describes Austin becoming the new owner in such a class mode. We all know what's happening. She's like, how about a nice little profanity? We're going to start with the dress code. Jean shorts will be allowed in the office. Profanity. You know, a little profanity is sometimes called for the situation. Alcoholic beverage? How about a nice cold alcoholic beverage to end your day. I was like, bro, she sounded like
cut off G? Profanity? Drinking on the job? Oh boy.
I was like, bro, she sounds like so generic. Like, nothing gets my day going than a nice pot of coffee. Coffee, the drink that keeps me going. Like, that's the most generic commercial reading ever.
No motherfucking emotion or what. She's trying to phone that shit in and get her part done so they can get back to the show and shit. So that's not the biggest deal though. The real story, deal though. The real story is that Linda has stepped down as CEO of the company while handpicking a new CEO. That new CEO will have full authority to run this company as he sees fit.
No. Full authority to run the company as he sees fit.
What did I say?
You said it, but you didn't say it right.
And that man is
that man Vince hit the ultimate goat that he always hits, and it's so funny.
Hey son, this motherfucking Stone Cold came out with a fucking tie around his neck and a fucking baseball jersey. I was through.
Yeah, I got a tie and a baseball jersey.
The look on Vince's face is absolutely hysterical, as he is, in a word, absolutely stunned.
Like that.
So, Austin takes off the tie. He goes, I can go ahead and take off this power tie because I no longer need this power tie because Vince, you already know old Stone Cold always has a power finger, so here's to you. I said, let's fucking go. Motherfucking King goes, rattlesnakes don't make good CEOs.
I said, every time King does a little whimper, it just makes me just die in hysteria.
Right. So Austin talks about making a fast transition to motherfucking power, right? First and foremost, Austin will be getting a title shot in the near future and will be taking his title back. And at that moment, he was like, you look at me when I speak to you, you little bastard. You're nothing but 25%. That's chump change. I said, this nigga Stone Cold going in.
All right. I said, Austin hasn't even had power for 5 minutes yet. He's already calling him.
So, right. So as for the next pay-per-view, which is King of the Ring, it's going to be Austin versus Vince and Shane in a handicap match. So he goes, and finally, for the record, I get to whoop both your asses at one time, and that's all I got to say about that. So then, Vince is fine with that, but Austin ain't trying to hear any of that shit. As for tonight, it's Shane versus Kane and X-Pac in a handicap match, in which Stone Cold goes, well, hey, I'm a good sport, so I'll say good luck, you little bastard. Oh, no. So, as for the remaining members of the union, which would be Ken Shamrock, Test, and Big Show, because motherfucking you know what? Every once in a while I have a brain fart because I don't know whether to call him Mick Foley, Mankind, Dude Love, or Cactus Jack. We're gonna refer to him as Mick Foley.
But this time he's called Mankind.
So Stone Cold goes, hell, Vince, I know that you screwed me around, but in the process, you walked over people. And maybe go, right. Stone Cold just reminded me that Vince did all this to fuck with old Stone Cold, and he's in the middle of finding out. Fuck around and find out. Vince fucked around, he is right now finding out. So then Stone Cold looks to the camera and goes, get well, Mick Foley, you crazy bastard. So Shamrock, Test, and Big Show, they can pick any opponent they want, and which we'll get to that when we get to that. It says Triple H put out Mankind with a sledgehammer last week. There's going to be a cast match with Triple H versus The Rock. In which Stone Cold was like, tonight you're going to see what it feels like to be on the other end of the stick here, son. This is awesome. So since The Rock's arm is in the cast, we're going to put Triple H's leg in the cast, and they're going to have a one-on-one match. And if anyone has a problem with that, come and find Austin. Come and find me. And if I'm not drinking too much beer, I'll talk to you. I said, this is sick, dog. Also, Stone Cold really set up that resume for a sheriff run later in the years with this booking. Like, this is more booking right now. I also said, this is the opening segment of the show. We still have the rest of the fucking episode to go, dog. Oh, shit. After a much needed break, Linda and Stephanie presents beer. A briefcase full of Austin. No, they present Austin with a briefcase full of beer, and they toast. So now that we're about a third of the way done of the show, let's recap for a second. For those of you unfamiliar with the story that led up to all this, here you are. In the late fall, winter, Undertaker started to get more and more into his character, which meant he was starting to become more and more demonic. This led to him starting to kidnap people and recruit the army that would become the Ministry of Darkness. Undertaker's plans were revealed as him wanting to own the WWF and run the company as he saw fit, but Vince was too busy fighting the war against Austin with his corporation. Soon after that, Undertaker invaded Vince's home and stole a teddy bear, which belonged to Stephanie, showing that Vince and his family weren't safe anymore. 99 Undertaker was a fucking menace, bro. Also around this time, Undertaker began talking about serving a higher power. Vince began to crack under the pressure, which became even more intense when Undertaker kidnapped Stephanie at the end of Backlash. Where to, Stephanie?
Where to, Stephanie?
Woo! That was funny as shit. This resulted in the Black Wedding, where Stephanie ends up getting crucified and Stone Cold save her ass, not because he cares, but because it's the right thing to do. This leads us to Over the Edge, where Austin defended the title against The Undertaker with both Vince and Shane as guest referees. Shane screwed Austin out of the title, which leads us to tonight. As you now know, Vince was the greater power all along, meaning that he terrorized his family, tormented himself in a way, lied, cheated, acted like a crazy man, and cried on national television. All to get the WWF title off of Stone Cold. Now, those are actions of a crazy man. Why do you ask? Because Vince already had the title off of Austin in the first place. Austin hadn't been champion since September, bro. Vince had his corporate champion in The Rock. He had Undertaker under his power. He apparently had Shane under his power. And Austin was the only target that he had. Why in the fuck did he allow Undertaker and the corporation to fight at WrestleMania instead of focusing everything they had on stopping Austin from ever getting the title back? Oh, man. However, let's get to the tag title. Acolytes versus Gangrel and Edge. So, the Brood, Edge and Gangrel, were recently thrown out of the corporate ministry after Christian had told Shamrock where Stephanie was. The Acolytes won the belts last week from Kane and X-Pac thanks to interference by Shane. The champions run over their far smaller challengers to start until we get down to Bradshaw against Gangrel. Gangrel fires off what few shots he can, but there's too much Texas, allowing Bradshaw to hit the fallaway slam to take control. First and foremost,
Wow.
Before we continue with the match rundown here, King is on commentary, still unable to get over Austin running the company. He goes, I mean, would you want to go to the airport and get on a plane and see the baggage handler flying it? Huh? Because that's what it looks like. That's what this is like. Guerrero goes, I don't know about all that. It's like the janitor in the hospital doing heart surgery. Like a hillbilly from Arkansas becoming the president. Well, wait, that happened.
That was hilarious.
I said, hey, yo, these moments are wild in this bit. So, Farouk comes in for more of the same as he pounds away from on the back of the vampire off the edge. Damn, I didn't get the rest of this fucking. Well, long story short, the Hardy Boys come in and break up the match, fuck up the match, show us a no contest. And then I said, Michael Hayes really dressed in them tight t-shirts and cargo pants like the Hardy Boys. He's like fucking 40 in this episode.
I'm like, bro, it's so much. Like I said, it's so many old wrestlers going on here. I don't know what the heck is going on. I was like, Farouk just looked fed up. He was like, that man. I said, that man Farouk is looking like another 2 months to retire, man.
So to reiterate, the Union is Tess, Mick Foley, who's absent for the night, Ken Shamrock, and Well. So what's left? Here's what's left of the Union. A stable of 4 guys that lasted all of a month to receive their blank checks from Austin. Big Show does a smart thing and demands a title match with The Undertaker tonight. That's 1,000 IQ of well. Shamrock is mad about what Vince did, so the match with Jarrett, that's dead. Instead of Jarrett, it's going to be Ken Shamrock versus Vince in the Lion's Den tonight. So I said, Big Show putting over old Stone Cold as the toughest CEO he's ever worked for. I said, that's excellent work there. And then like they're going back and forth between, you know, them doing the promo and then Vince and Shane backstage. I said Vince and Shane are backstage in hell doing this promo right now.
I said, bro, we're not even halfway through the night and Vince is already through.
Vince is in hell right now, dog. So I also added in that Shamrock is not good on the mic.
I said, Shamrock can't talk, but at least his diesel is up. I need my zone!
Yeah, the look of shock when Shamrock demanded Vince's fade. But that's one of the people Vince stepped on while pulling that bullshit. Because I don't know if you've heard that episode of Deadlock, but they reviewed one of the episodes during that higher power angle. And like when Vince and Shane were feuding, so it seemed, he like pretty much like they pretty much dropped Ken Shamrock from the group. Even though Ken Shamrock was like, look.
I wonder why he can't talk. Okay.
I don't know. So then Tess that leads us Tess, who says there's only one person he wants to be in the ring with tonight, Stephanie McMahon. We cut the Vince and Shane in the back who are in panic. Stephanie is all of 22 years old at this point and looking beyond awkward at this point. Tess asks her out and she says yes, sending her father and brother into fits in the back. And there's your Summer Long angle, in which I thought about it. I said, oh my God. This is the beginning of the Tess and Stephanie angle ending in Triple H roofing Steph into marriage.
Yeah. And I put down there, I was like, Tess getting on one knee to ask Stephanie on a date, it pisses me off, which I see why it pissed Vince and Shane off.
God damn it, I don't want this corny motherfucker dating my daughter.
Ah, look at this mullet. Oh. I hate mullets.
Meanwhile, Triple H is getting his cast fitted, in which he's like constantly fucking with the doctor that's putting the cast on, like he's pushing him and shit. I go, Trips, the guy got to apply the cash, you asshole. You remember the stipulation. Stop pushing the doctor.
Get off of me.
All right, like he's just trying to fight it. Like, nigga, stop fighting it. You got to be in this match.
I don't want to know my leg.
My leg. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. All right. So, we're getting the X-Pac and Kane versus Shane McMahon. And first and foremost, before we get into the match, the DX video being implemented into the actual entrance itself goes fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And Xbox entrance version proves that point. Because listen, also, Xbox entrance music greater than the actual DX theme. That crank, you understand?
Suck it. 2 tears in a bucket.
Yeah, it's for the love it. I'm not the one you want to fuck with. Hit hard like Brad. Yeah, that joke goes dumb.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's gonna kick your ass. He's gonna kick your ass. He's gonna kick your ass. I always said that joke crank. I was like, that joke's better than the regular joke.
I also said full mask, one sleeve, not tweeting reckless about the Russian-Ukraine situation. That's Kane. As I stop, I go, wait, is this a handicap match for the Intercontinental Championship? How you do that? What button you press? How does that work? And then didn't think that one through, did you? I guess because it was going to be a no contest regardless. Whatever. So Xbox starts and lets Shane get in a few free shots before taking him to the corner for a big beating. I said, nah, this nigga Xbox lit as fuck right now. That spinning heel kick he had, woo! I don't recall that John being that vicious.
Yeah.
I said, God, he hit that John the first time. I was like, God damn.
I wrote that head. I watched the Xbox wrestle. Give me some Joe Purple Haze and some chocolates. Give me a dungeon and a lot of ice bar. That man high all the time. That man Xbox was that man Xbox was on that la 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 la. I said that boy smacked.
Them moves and oh yes, but he was going crazy though. Like that shit was lit though. Which goes to show you. Never mind. So Shane runs to the floor and then he like tries to get away, but Kane's like right there. So he turns around, bang, catches another spinning heel kick from X-Pac. So then the Main Street Posse come in Mankind mask. I said, oh shit, Rodney and Pete Gas. I said also, Pete Gas, that's a pretty awesome name. Pete Gas. So yeah, cue the Mean Street Posse and Mankind mask to save Shane and throw the match out. But here's Patterson and Briscoe, the Stooges, to throw them into the ring for an X Factor and a chokeslam. Yeah, no, this was barely a match. However, Pete Gas gets a Bronco Buster and Rodney gets Tombstone. Actually, both of them got Tombstone. That was awesome. Cole is in the back with Deborah, who wants to change the title match tonight to a bikini contest. Yeah, Deborah was a women's champion. I completely forgot about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
How?
I seen Deborah come up on the show, but now we get to the highlight of the episode.
Nasty man. Nasty work. So, also, I was like, LMFAO, they cued Xbox music, and he Bronco busted them, one of the motherfuckers in rhythm. That was awesome. Then, they had one moment with The Rock or whatever. I said, long sideburn Rocky. That's it. That's the note.
Yeah.
Also, hey, yo, remember when Deborah had her puppies out? Oh man.
Hilarious.
All right. So we go to Triple H versus The Rock. There's a cast match with Triple H's leg and The Rock's arm in cast. Triple H broke the knee of Mankind and the arm of The Rock, which is where Austin got the idea from. Oh, I completely forgot about that. No. However, I heard that 1-2 on. But then my mom was playing tricks on me because I thought I heard 1-2 on, but I just heard the song go off because I thought I heard that 1-2 on, and that followed by it. I was like, yes, sir. But then I heard no lyrics after that. I was like, what the fuck? I don't remember that version. Do you? Was that a version, or is this just like network bullshit?
That was before it really started getting versions. Like, I think they had just like introduced it like a couple weeks ago.
I do not recall that time period where. That's the thing, though. A lot of these memorable ass songs, I don't remember the time period where they just had like rough versions of it before they got to the songs that they like that we know and love. Like how Rob Van Dam theme song. I don't remember him having that doom 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 doom, but I remember one of a kind. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember the.
I don't remember that shit at all. At any rate, I said while Triple H is walking down to the ring, I said Triple H selling the hell out of this leg cast, bro. Your man walking like wide as hell. He limping. I was like, yo, your leg. There's nothing even wrong with your leg. Walk straight.
Like, I gotta walk with a limp.
Cause I'm something like a pip. I said China is the ninth wonder of the world in my book, with Andre the Giant being the eighth. Don't try to actually me, because I'll hit you with a pedigree.
I wrote. I wonder what X-Pac feels about one night in China.
That's enough, you. So JR goes, Triple H may be a one-legged man in an ass kicking contest. I said that's one of my favorite like idioms. Also, I said 27-year-old Dwayne Johnson. Y'all weren't there, dog. Y'all weren't. Because The Rock came out and to that, do you smell what The Rock is cooking? I said, ooh, the OG? I said, this entrance is exactly how I remember this shit. And I hate that they fuck it up in the video games when they have this era of Rocky, dog. Like, I'm talking about dead ass. Like, he step out, he like look over. Even though he didn't have no shirt on, he still like adjusted his arms like he had a shirt on. I was like, what's that about? It's cool though. And then when he, hop up on the turbo, he does a little kick out and then jump on the turnbuckle. And then like he does hit. All right. And I used to like try to get people to understand that he didn't do the one arm raise his entire career. There was like a predecessor to the shit. And I'm so glad I got to see the predecessor to the shit because it was like, that was my favorite shit. That's why I love it so much, dog. I was like, damn, this is bringing me back. However, getting back to the rundown here. So Rock has a good right arm, so he pounds Triple H into the corner, but Triple H has no balance at all because of his cast. A DDT pushed maybe he wasn't taking it. A DDT pushed Triple H down, and it's time for a chair. JR takes shots at WCW, and there's a chair to Triple H's back. I did not know where he was going with that because I missed that part. There's the rock bottom, and the chair goes over Triple H's face for the people's elbow. But Undertaker comes in for the save. I'm guessing that's a no contest. It's Rock versus Undertaker for the title at King of the Ring. Undertaker tombstones The Rock on the chair, but Big Show chases Undertaker off. I said, dog, 99 Undertaker was such a fucking menace. And then I also said, well.
I wrote down, I was like, man, that old Big Show thing slapped so hard.
Well, it's the Big Show.
I also put down there, I can't help but to go. when I see
Hey, nah, this motherfucker rock torched 4 motherfuckers in one promo. I was like, this sick bastard. Now it's time for the bikini contest. What do you want me to say here? Deborah's a decent woman, and when Nicole Bass walks through the woods, Bigfoot takes pictures of her. Hey, now, come on. That's enough.
I put King very excited for this bikini contest as usual. Yes, I miss the good old days. And then I put, well, actually, let me see what you say next. And then I'll say this.
Well, I mean, I said King's horny ass popped up to MC the bikini contest as soon as Deborah stepped up with your man's Kenny.
I said
that's your man's. And
I put
double J.
I put Deborah and your favorite wrestler come to the ring. The Hall of Famer Jeff Jarrett exudes charisma.
I think me and Jeff Jarrett agree upon one thing, and that's his shirt that he was wearing.
It's your favorite wrestler, man.
Shut up, man.
I put down here. I said Los is gonna hate me doing this part because I'm just gonna make so many references to his favorite wrestler.
Go to hell, Kenny. And don't collect $200. God, I hate that motherfucker so much. Then I said Val Venus horny ass step out with Nicole Bass. I'm howling.
I said Val Venus and Nicole Bass come down to the ring, and which I have thoughts, but it's 2022. I'll keep them to myself.
Look, man, other than the fact that Nicole Bass had a strong jawline, I'm talking stronger than China's when China first came in. That jawline was strong like bull. Aside from that, Nicole Bass had a body on her, bro. That jaw was a muscle fitness ass body. I don't hate it.
I'll stick to my notes.
Look, I'm a huge fan of the female anatomy. I'm sorry. So
I'll stick to my notes.
So then I said King can't even explain the rules without getting ready to blow a load on himself.
I said, yeah, bro. I'm just like, King don't even know what to do with himself. He just woohoo every time he get a chance. I said that's all King ever does in this contest is just woohoo until he can't woohoo anymore.
Just about. So Nicole Bass goes first. She reveals her bikini. I said, hey man, Nicole rocks solid in that bikini, bro. Again, that muscle and fitness body, bro.
I say too, I write it in my notes again. I keep my thoughts to myself. And then I said, but the crowd reacting is all the notes I have to really say because they let you know what they think is happening.
I feel like you were Miss Swan in that moment. Oh, she looking like a man. Like
correct.
Women can be built too, Kenny.
And then when you hear her speak, you're just like,
okay, that's where you got me, if we're being honest.
Yeah, when I heard, yeah, as we go forward and then I hear her talk, I'm just like,
I don't remember her voice being that deep. I remember her going, you got a problem? You want to talk about it? And was powerbombing bitches while Sable was doing the grind. That's all I recall. I don't remember her voice being that deep though. So it kind of surprised me. I said, ooh, Kenny have something to say about that. And if he doesn't say about it, I know he has something to think about that.
Correct.
But nonetheless, Nicole Bass was built like an Amazonian. And hey, listen, man. Hey, I'm climbing that tree. Moving along. So I go, Deborah ain't even get her trench coat all the way off. And King exploded like Cousin Scary Movie 2.
I put Deborah takes her jacket off and the crowd loses their mind, which always makes me chuckle.
No, The jacket wasn't even fully off. Like she literally just opened the jump up a little bit to where like it was still on her arms, to where you can see the body, but like the sides of the jacket was kind of like complimenting the look. I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool. I mean, yeah, of course, Deborah got body, but yeah, that looks pretty cool.
All you heard was the
King. I was like, yo,
all I heard was the boom. Like, woohoo!
So he get the motherfucking crowd, the audience like gauge and is like, so let's give it up for Deborah. Everybody started. Oh no, he's like, let's give it up for Nicole Bass, and everybody started booing. I was like, damn.
I put down. I said, I heard, let's get up for Nicole Bass. I heard the boo. I was like, yep. You know what the crowd thinks.
I know how this pans out. So they put like, give it up for Deborah, and like they start cheering. He's like, oh wait a minute, let's try this again. I was like, I don't think we need to be honest, King. I know you're going through emotions at this point because it's a part of the act, but I think we've heard enough out of the crowd.
That part, I heard that part, and I heard Jeff Jarrett talking about, hey, it's close. It's pure comedy. Like, it's real close, King. It's real close. It's comedy to me.
It's really close. No, it's not, Jeff. No, it's not. So King goes, let's hear it for Deborah and her puppies. And everyone started cheering.
Yeah.
Someone goes, let's give it up for Nicole and her Cujos. I said, hey, man.
I was like, hey, yo. I said,
hey, man.
I said, King calling Nicole Bass Cujos just let you know. Because, you know, Cujo is a male dog.
I said, nah, take it back, King. Take it the fuck back.
I said that comment just reiterates everything I've been thinking.
Nah, man. Nah, this nigga King's sick. So then we get to the part where Nicole Bass gets upset, tries to hit Jeff Jarrett with his own guitar, ends up hitting Val Venus instead.
In which
Jeff Jarrett never get up out of there. Val Venus gets up, calls all types of stupid and useless and shit. So Nicole Bass is like, not my problem. I was like, you got a problem. So
I look at Val Venus.
I honestly thought she was about to powerbomb the shit out of Val Venus. I was like, do it. Oh wait, no, she doesn't. Damn it.
I look at the back of Val Venus' head. I'm like, wow, she gave that man a mean shot with that guitar.
Yeah, your man's leaking in the back of his head. I was like, oh shit. I thought that guitar was like, worked, but apparently not. So she steps off and leaves Val Venus or whatever, right? And JR goes, I said, JR saying main squeeze has me in tears, dog.
Her main squeeze here.
Nicole Bass leaving her main squeeze, Val Venus. I said, stop this madness. And my last note for this segment is, you got a problem. I love doing that shit. So from a set of hosts to another, from one segment to another.
No, wait. Before we get there, it's two things before that. It was like, it's a joke. They got a shot with Vince. It's like getting ready for match. And like Vince's face just looks like he knows he's about to die. And then they go to commercial, then they come back. It's like GTV.
Oh yeah. I have notes for GTV. However, notes for GTV.
They got PMS on GTV, in which I see Jackson and I go, oh really? And then there's a part when it's like Terry Rose talking about Dustin Rhodes, and she pretty much says Goldust has very little gold. And I'm just like, yo.
They were still married at the time. Like,
yeah, which makes it even funnier because she's pretty much telling her that her husband has a small penis. And
fucking scene. I heard Val Venus, and once I heard the name Val Venus, I heard Terry goes, case in point. I was like, damn.
Yeah,
I remember that one time where Val Venus like saw like socks and tried to pack them in his tights that one time. You remember that shit?
Yes.
So yeah, I get your point. Now it was Terry, Jacqueline, and who's the other chick? You know?
Oh,
Because there was a third chick coming out of the shower.
I can't think of that chick's name.
I couldn't figure it out either. However, GTV, basically a hidden camera segment where it never named videographer. It was supposed to be Goldust, but Goldust got released. And so they kept for a little bit until eventually they just dropped it. With spy on people. PMS making fun of various men. Nothing to see here. Move along. So we go to Billy Gunn versus The Godfather.
Ryan Shamrock.
Oh, that's what it was? Ryan Shamrock?
Yeah, it's Kim Shamrock's wife.
Sister kayfabe, wife for shoot.
Yeah.
Which, what the fuck, Vince? So, at any rate, all right, here we go. I said the hoes in Boston, B+. One in the red had the wow yeeks though. I also noted that Godfather was Papa.
Right. I put down when he came out. I put down. So yes, Godfather and his whole trade. And also, Godfather been encouraging us to smoke weed, and people been wondering how it happened. And then the follow up with yours, I was like, man, my man God Shango can work in the ring.
God Shango, the Papa Father, yeah. So apparently, Billy hit Godfather with a chair on heat because the D-Generation X has gone to dissension, and Billy and Road Dogg Jesse James, they were beefing at a certain time. This is that time period.
Yeah, I put that.
Godfather comes out all aggressive to start and punches Billy into a corner before hitting some knees to the ribs. The announcers talk about the PMS bit despite nothing being said. I think he needs help. Can't leave those ladies alone. So then, during a 10 count, Road Dogg, who has recently broken up with Billy, comes in and gives him a pump handle slam. Godfather comes in and drops a leg drop for the fast pin. Just a build up for Dog versus Gun, which wound up going nowhere because, amazingly enough, no one wanted to see them fight. So I go, or no, King goes, you think Road Dogg can get a hoe for that? I was like, hey, man, come on. Can't just be delegating these hoes, dog. Like, passing hoes around, King. We get Al Snow versus Draws in a hardcore title Falls Count Anywhere match. Draws vomits in the back, causing Prince Albert to vomit because he saw Draws vomit.
I wrote down, I was like, what was Vince even thinking about? Why is vomit supposed to be on TV? And also that vomit looks like bad Gatorade. Like you could have disguised the vomit much better. It looked like very bad Gatorade.
Draws in the locker room with Prince Albert. Michael Cole's like interviewing them, and then Draws Earls because that's his bit, I guess. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. I don't know what they thought vomit was entertaining. That's not.
That's because this man has a sophomore sense of humor. That's what that's about.
Yeah, vomit.
Yeah, I don't know, man. So we finally get Al Snow versus Draws. What does everybody want?
Head.
What does everybody need?
Head.
But so yeah. All right. Here's what we're getting to. Snow is defending the hardcore championship, and they never even go into the ring. They immediately fight into the crowd and use whatever weapons just happen to be lying around. they immediately fight into the crowd and I just said that. Like chairs and trash cans because this is hardcore after all. They fight up to what looks like a sports bar in the arena. Things start getting wacky. Schemo. I think you can figure it out from here. Pool cues, chairs, drinks. A sculpture goes upside, draws his head, which is a planner. They said he got it. That was kind of funny. And so, one of my bits, one of the things I wrote down was from, you remember Knox Clayman?
Say again?
You remember Knox Clayman?
Yeah, vaguely.
Thank God I can use this bit. So, I yell, bar fight! No bar fights today. Oh, all right. Yay! Zap. So, Al Snow his draws with a planter. They said he got planted. I said LMAO. So finally we go to Vince versus Ken Shamrock. And this is a Lions Den match, which means they're in a small cage next to the stage, kind of like a UFC cage. Only instead of like vertical caging, they had like, rampant caging. So it's, like a Lions Den. On the way to the ring, Vince said he isn't afraid. I said, I wonder how or why.
No, he said, you think I'm afraid of Ken Shamrock?
I said, yeah, I wonder how or why. So can I take a moment to thank Jim Johnston for being in his bag with the theme music for the wrestlers of the time?
Man, I'm telling you.
He was in the bag. Because I was listening to Case Hell like... kind of like Michelle Obama. She's like... That's the type of time I was on. I also said, bring back the Lions Den. Give me Shayna Baszler versus Ronda Rousey for it. Let's get it.
I put Ken Shamrock is what Brock Lesnar tries to be.
I think it's the other way around, bro.
Ken Shamrock had a career in MMA.
Yeah. I don't know if it was as illustrious as Brock's, though.
He's a Hall of Famer.
So Vince gets him, locks the cage door. Shamrock tries to get in, but as he does, Jared comes up and blasts him with a chair. I mean, Scully's his shit with that chair. And giving Vince the win by TKO. Again, seriously, that's the whole match. No, I know. In which I said Vince and them got up out of there, bro. Doing the motherfucking Undertaker and Big Show match. They were skirting off in the motherfucking limo. I said, yep, they up out of here. So finally we go to our final match of the evening, Big Show versus The Undertaker. In which I said, oh, you know what I said. Well.
And I said,
I also said long goatee with no mustache is a wild facial hair combo, no? Undertaker was a menace, though. He's sick individuals, nasty work, diabolical work. So finally, to wrap this night up, man, the person that did the notes for this episode was like, man, they're booking tonight. Oh, I said they booking. Booker T. So Taker jumps the challenger in the corner before he even takes the belt off. The Big Show clotheslines him down. A suplex puts Taker down again for 2. And there's a hard whip it to the corner by the Big Show. Taker's whipped it to the corner and stomped down, as this is almost all Big Show so far. Taker fights back with right hands, but a single headbutt puts him right back down. They both grab choke slams, but Taker uses a Paul Bearer distraction to kick Big Show in the nuts. A flying clothesline puts the Big Show down. I always loved that flying clothesline Undertaker did. God, man. Can Ez watching this match with me?
And he was like, yo, these are some athletic motherfuckers to be this fucking big. I was like, here's the thing. Big Show was doing moonsaults in WCW.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And then Undertaker, he's just been athletically gifted from the get-go. Like, even the Western Mortician years. Undertaker's just athletic like that. He can do shit like that, flying clotheslines and jumping off shit and shit. So, like, yeah, it was just a test. It was a testament of that. So, all right, yeah. Flying clothesline puts Big Show down. Undertaker stomps away, sending Big Show out to the floor. Big Show blocks a shot to the steps and sends the champion face first into them instead. A headbutt staggers the Undertaker, and there's a big right hand. Taker escapes the posting attempt and sends Big Show head first into the post to get himself a break. Show is slammed into the announce table, and it's chair time. The chair is cracked over Big Show's back, and somehow the referee, Earl Hebner, didn't even notice it. No person said, I love how that works. Yeah, so do I, right? Like, what's that about? I think I even mentioned that. I said, you ain't hear that chair shot, Earl? Loud as that motherfucker was. So, all right, yeah. So, Taker pounds away on the floor and rakes away at his eyes for good measure. Back in, and Undertaker goes up top, which can't possibly end well for him. Big Show catches him in midair and choke slams this motherfucker through the ring. I said, God damn. I said, by God.
Straight to hell.
Straight to hell. So, yeah, the match was thrown off for obvious reasons. Thrown out, I mean, you know what I mean. So, but yeah, so Postmaster Ministry runs in and is quickly dispatched to end the Big Show. To end the show. Yeah, no, Big Show beat the shit out of all of them. And that was Raw from June 7th, 1999.
Yeah.
Wild ass episode. Hey, you know what? Like, I thought the whole, because you know how I go, Kenny. Like, I just remember random moments in order to find which episode these random moments were on and just work around that random moment.
Right.
This episode opens up with the random moment that you thought about. Crazy how that works. No, it was a hilarious episode, even after the whole, it wasn't me, Austin. And we did this episode because Undertaker's being inducted into the Hall of Fame WrestleMania weekend. So, and Vince McMahon is the one that is inducting him.
Right.
So, yeah, wild episode nonetheless. What would you grade that episode, Kenny?
1 to 10?
I was going by letter, but you know.
Okay, well, if we're doing letter, I get that. It's solid B plus.
B plus?
Yeah, solid B plus.
I gave it a B solid, B flat.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like, you know, epic episode, but a lot happened. There were you know, crazy shit that happened that in retrospect is funny to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, like it was a pretty solid episode.
Yeah.
However, final thoughts?
I'm ready for Revolution tonight. I'm just like geeked up.
That starts in like an hour, right?
Yeah.
I am making a grilled chicken Caesar, and I am going to look for the you know what, never mind what I said. Just know I'm going to be watching it tonight. That's for true.
Correct.
So my final thought is I haven't had any final. I haven't been doing a lot of thinking this week, if you ask me.
Yeah.
That sounds relatively dangerous, but
No, sometimes it's good to not think. You need to turn your brain off every now and then for a second. You know what I'm saying? Get some peace.
Wait, no, wait. I got a final thought.
And he finally thinks.
Huh?
Turn your brain off all week to finally think. Okay.
Light up that Krzyzewski pack.
Oh,
Hey, bro. Mike Krzyzewski's last game as Duke coach ended in a 11, 12-point ass whooping by rival North Carolina.
Well, I don't think he worried about that because
Poetic.
I think he got more titles than anybody in North Carolina.
Doesn't matter to me. He got packed up on his last game as coach. That's funny to me. That's hilarious to your boy. That's hysterical to your man. I love it.
Did you laugh like that when Kyle Shanahan lost?
Don't make me drive over there, Kenny. Unserious ass team, man. I swear to.
Yeah, I seen a report that they expected Matt Ryan back next season. How you feel about that?
Of course, they're expecting Matt Ryan back next season. They signed him for a contract extension to where he's going to be their quarterback till he's in his 40s. That's why I just stopped becoming a fan.
I also heard they were thinking about taking a quarterback in draft. Maybe they take one.
Then on top of that, they talk about getting rid of Calvin Ridley.
Well, he's also hearing that he don't want to be there. Either way, I don't know. I could be wrong.
But fair enough. Man, unserious ass franchise, man. I'm telling you, I'm over them.
I hear you. So you have no interest in reliking the football team, correct?
I have no fanatical ties to any NFL football team.
I know that. I'm saying is, do you think it's a possibility that you'll be intrigued in being a fan of a team again, or you not sure?
No, absolutely the fuck not. Believe it or not, I'm much happier this way. I don't have to live in constant despair until a team I choose to be a fan of wins the Super Bowl. And I'm not going to bandwagon with the fucking Patriots or the Steelers or anybody like that.
Well, I feel like any team you pick at this point would just be a bandwagon. Because you got to start over.
Also of note. So what the fuck's the point? I'm over it. All right. Let me just enjoy football as a football fan. Let me be happy and love this game the way that I fell in love with it at age 3. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Why do you want me to be miserable? God damn it!
You know me. It wouldn't be me if I didn't offer you a spot on the Eagles bandwagon.
Y'all can fuck off.
I mean, I'm just doing my friendly duty. I'm not trying to make you choose. I'm just saying if you chose.
So you're being a friend by offering.
No, because you might want to be a fan again. You never know.
Look at I want you to look directly in my eyes when I say this. I will never, ever be a fan of an NFC East team. You understand me?
Hey, NFC East is not that bad, okay? We're probably the best.
Ever.
We're probably the best division historically in football.
That is a fucking sombrero, and you know it.
Listen, Dallas has 5. Ugh. The Giants got 4. That's 8. No, that's 9. Commanders got 3. 12. We got 1. That's 13 titles. 13 more titles.
None of these teams have won shit in the last decade other than the Giants.
Incorrect.
Oh, yeah. And you motherfuckers. That's it.
Listen.
How about the Bulls in the last 20 years? Okay.
Okay. So that's the league's been run by the Patriots and other teams.
What have you done for me lately?
More than
yeah.
More than the Falcons, nigga.
Unserious franchise.
You got a better chance of enjoying it over here than you do over there. I'll tell you that.
Not these days. That's for sure.
Ain't nobody in the NFC South.
The Bucks.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they went with the quarterback that you hate, who they don't longer have anymore.
Fuck the Bucks forever. I wanted them to lose to the Raiders when they went to the Super Bowl. I hate Tampa. You understand?
You shouldn't hate them no more. You're not in the division. I guess some things old habits just die hard.
Exactly. Old habits are hard to break. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck Tampa. I don't feel that much hatred for Carolina because my cousin Ty's a Panthers fan. So it's like, all right, whatever. But fuck Tampa.
Well, you should be a fan of it. You should be a fan of the Eagles because your boy played for us. You should be a fan of the Eagles because your boy played for us.
Oh, Billy?
Yeah.
Listen, man, Billy got his Super Bowl ring and got the fuck out of the league, bro. he didn't like how the league got down in general. That's why he's not in the league anymore.
Listen, I'm just saying. All right.
Because my man was a fucking unit. Let me tell it. he could have done numbers elsewhere other than Philly or Indianapolis where he last played, but he couldn't rock with it. And honestly, man, to like turn away thousands, even millions of dollars, possibly, if you like kept developing as a player, that takes a set of balls that not a lot of people have.
Okay.
So, for the second week in a row, shout out to Billy.
Yeah.
But yeah, bring it on home.
All right. That being said, as my camera is slowing down, my name is Kenneth Whitaker, aka Hendrick Soul, the original the Millennial Falcon. I've been riding this here ship longer than you've been alive. Some of you. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do.
$23 skidoo, 24, 25.
AKA the last match that I do not. There is no child. You try me, you will always, will forever lose. Lose. Also, Lowe's got the buttons right this week. He's sharp.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait. Shit. Where is it? Yeah.
Yes. AKA Mr. Go Slick Vodka. Bye, Jane. I'm so jealous that you got to suck on those tits when you were a baby. Yeah, well, you should get to suck on your dad's dick.
I never realized it because like he said it so fast as a comeback. So it's like I never really understood what he said. And like once I learned what he said, I never understood what he meant by that. I was like, what? Hey, that might be the slickest, calmest way to say fuck you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much.
I said, oh, that's genius.
Yeah. AKA not your man, I'm the savage. Oh, yeah. See, the one thing you always got to remember about this time of year, Mean Gene, is that everybody wants to think they can be in the wrestling business here. But it takes a little bit more than just a loud personality and a big old voice to be in the wrestling industry. Sometimes, Mean Gene, you just got to know how to tell a thought no. But see, because I remember when PMS was around, Mean Gene. You remember PMS? I remember.
Oh,
PMS.
I remember.
And every time we walk around them, Mean Gene, they always had me look around the face like I shouldn't be here, like I should be WCW or something. But what they don't know is that the Nacho Man's home is in WWE, Mean Gene. And even you gotta admit that when the Nacho Man is here, things become a whole lot better. And when thoughts get to running their mouth, I ascend to the top, place a mean elbow drop. Oh. Oh, yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, that was Nacho Man, I'm a Savage, live from backstage in PMS's locker room. It's getting pretty steamy in here. Back to you, Gorilla.
Why is my video feed so laggy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. AKA the very sexual, the very tight.
Very tight dash.
Austin Powers Fasha.
Wait, it's Fasha?
Yeah, that is Fasha.
Oh. Butter.
So Austin, what's the future like? Well, people everywhere in the world is inherited by damn dirty apes. No. If I can remember that whole bit, that'd have been so funny. I gotta remember that whole bit. I'm gonna watch it again so I can remember that and memorize that whole damn dirty apes. All right, bring it home, sir.
All right. Hold on. I want to make sure this works. See, that's the shit I be talking about. All right. To bring it on home, my name is Carlos Crawford, a.k.a. Dancing on Top of the In Your House entrance set. It's Chin Music Charlie. A.k.a. Oh, Stone Cold.
What?
So where was I? Then I started drinking more beer.
What?
Then I started a fight.
What?
Then the whole bar started fighting.
What?
I whipped everybody's ass.
What?
I threw them all out the door.
What?
Finally, the bartender said, Stone Cold, Stone Cold.
What?
And I said, what?
What?
He says, why are you throwing everyone out the bar?
What?
I said, you dumb son of a bitch, I'm getting ready for the Royal Rumble.
What?
And the bartender looked at me and said, Stone Cold.
What?
And I said, what?
What?
He said, I heard Triple H coming back to win the Royal Rumble.
What?
I drank some of that beer.
What?
I put that beer down.
What?
I looked at that bartender right in the eye and I said, what?
What?
He said, I heard Triple H is coming back to win the Royal Rumble.
What?
And I said,
Oh my goodness.
Off from last week's bit. AKA Snack Miller. I'm with my bitch in the bed watching Game of Thrones, waiting till Khaleesi's dragon's big enough to take control. Rich as Vince McMahon, your bitch looks like Triple H. Keep that pussy door unlocked, put it in a safe. AKA, and we're bringing back an old one because, well, MLB's on lockout. Warren Moonshine. I want $60 million for 4 years with a 7-jug and 48 bottle signing bonus. I won't budge.
Okay. Wow.
AKA the Idiom Savant. You know, WWE don't be throwing caution to the wind like they used to, man. That's for true. That is for trucy. However, to bring it on home, AKA Haystack West.
Okay, Bianca. We take this oil and scare around the house.
Am I really doing the legwork out of this plan?
Kinda. Haystack. Take the spool, cut the wire, tie it to the detonator, and make sure it's connected this time.
Sure.
I'm gonna throw a fire bottle on the upper level.
Okay, we're good here. It's tied pretty good, Moose. Go on, let it fly. 1, 2, 3. Where's the fuck?
What?
Run! Get! I think that's all of them. Sheriff, Hoss, investigate that barn. Louie, Joe, that shed. Open the doors carefully. Make sure we got all of them and search for everything we can use. And look at you taking charge. I just love when a plan comes together. But I'm thorough too. And that's how we're all alive still. And ladies and gentlemen, that was episode 170, what? 173? 172? I'm legitimately losing count at this point.
I think it's 172.
172?
I think it's 172. A doozy.
I'm legitimately losing count at this point. We're up there. However, like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and for the love of all things holy, watch the fucking product.
Yeah, it's definitely 172.
And for Kenny Whitaker, I'm Carlos Crawford, signing off. We off this.
We out.